out of there. My dog's digging, man. She's digging.
Get out! Hey, go! Physical. Go! Get out of there, son! Go! Stop digging! Go! Get out! Hey, go! Physical. Go! Get out of there, son! Go!
My dog's digging.
Go! Get out! Hey, go!
So I took the drink.
Go! Get out of there, son! Go!
The DMHA,
Go!
man.
Get out! Hey, go!
So I took the drink.
Go! Get out of there, son! Go!
The DMHA, man.
Go!
What up, what up? Man, it's Garage Gym, homie. And today, I'm reviewing Apollon Nutrition Bloodsport V2, homie. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, homie. So click subscribe, and let's get into this. Man, I just want to say a few things. Hit me up, GarageGymHomie.com. I got my apparel. Just to support the, you know, I'd be honored, man, if you wore the GGH name, man. I got my services section, which I'm offering coaching, training, me and the team, check-ins, accountability, contest prep. Also, for free, homie, 100% free. There is a place, a safe place for you to contact me if you're a struggling addict or alcoholic. I would be honored to give my time, guide you through the 12 steps, or just talk to you, man, and see how I can be helpful in any way. That's my purpose. And the website's a great way for me to connect with you safely, privately, to fulfill that purpose, man. God bless you. I just want to say, man, we'll get into this review. Let's stay out of our heads and into here, man. This is where God is. This is where my craziness is, my plans, my disease, not God. This is where God is, man. And what I mean by that, man, most of my character defects boil down to fear. Remember, man, resentment, that means anger. There's no reason to be angry unless we're scared of something. We always got to take it a step further, man. So behind anger is always fear. You know, let's say my girlfriend, she screams at her daughter. She's angry because her daughter did something stupid. She's really angry because she was scared the daughter was going to hurt herself. Or so. There's always fear behind anger. There's no reason to be angry. If I was dishonest, which I've been a lot of times in my life, and I will be again, you know, the big book tells me that these things will come up. There's no reason for me to lie unless I'm scared of something. So always take it one step further. So let's watch for our fear, man. Let's not live in fear and address things as they come in so they don't build up. And let's get down to business, quit monkeying around. See, I always got to start it with some godly, positive talk, man. I love Apollon, man. I love V1. I kept it for myself, went through the whole dang tub. Dude, it's so freaking fun to use, man. It is so freaking fun to use. Let me talk about the facts here. So they are talking facts, homie. This is just a straight up, I'm going to tell you, there are, man, get out of here, man. There are pros and cons with this, just like everything else in life, man. Don't let the industry fool you, homie. Everything in life has pros and cons, and I'm here giving you the pros and the cons. So they are giving you, this is an unflavored pump formula, and which is really nice, makes it easy to stack. If you're into the, you know, that Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse Tyson type science stuff, this is difficult to stack at a full serving on a lot of stuff because you might know enough about citrulline or wherever where you're like, all right, this pre-workout already has 6 grams of citrulline. For me to stack another 10 grams is like overdoing it or diminishing returns or whatever it is, man. I don't know too much about it. From what I know, like 8 to 10 grams is pretty much the max. So I either like using this like on its own with nothing else that has no pumps, or on top of, what was I gonna say? Either on its own. I'm gonna talk about my experience, man. Let me get into this, man. You're pissing me off, son. Supplement fact. So they are doing this half scoop, 1 scoop redfish, bluefish, Dr. Seuss mumbo jumbo, homie. If I'm using this, homie, I'm using it at a scoop, man. I ain't that dang cheap. But I do see the use actually out of a half scoop if you're stacking it on something that already has like 6 grams of citrulline. But I ain't doing that, homie. 1 full scoop. I'll pull this out when something has no pumps. All right, man, let me talk about it. So L-citrulline, let's just talk about 1 scoop. And a level scoop, man, they're claiming 17 grams is the serving size. Well, the 17 is the serving size. The level scoop was 15. And that was the same as V1, too. So you got to do a heaping scoop. L-citrulline, 10 grams, homie. That's freaking pure citrulline, man. 10 grams. That is maxed out, man. Arginine nitrate is NO3T, 3 grams. Taurine, 2 grams. Vasodrive AP, 1,016 milligrams. So I think that's doubled from the last Bloodsport. Himalayan pink salt, 500 milligrams. Grapeseed extract, 400 milligrams. And estrogen for the absorption, 50 milligrams, man. This is a simple, freaking, just a sick, maxed out pump formula, man. You got your citrulline, your nitrates, the vasodrive. I mean, this is just, it's just a freaking nice looking maxed out formula. So here's what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say about this, homie. Look, man, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I'm gonna talk about the pros and the cons and everything. First of all, I can't say this is as good. I'm not gonna lie to you and say this is better than V1. By label, obviously, it might be. It's just as good, man. It's just as fun. It's so freaking fun to use, man. This is a top, dude, it's like a top 4. It's like a top 4. It's like in the tops of pump formulas for me, man. Like tops. Like, let's put it this way. Right now, I'm keeping 4 pump formulas for myself, 4 non-stims. This is one of them for my personals, man. I mean, this thing is freaking so fun to use. This gives you the driest, nastiest freaking look that you can have in a pump formula. I don't care what you say. This is the driest pump I've ever had. I ran through the whole tub of Bloodsport 1, and the few times I've used Bloodsport 2, it just is the driest freaking, it's more of a look than a feel. It just has you feeling freaking amazing, man. You look in the mirror when you're on this, and you're just like, man, I just feel good, man. I just look good. It doesn't take away any of your tight look. If you have a lean, nice look, it just adds to it. So the other thing, this is not that glycerol swole pump that gives you that crazy mind-muscle connection. You know, like that glycerol really, like, you feel the muscle activated, but it gives you a puffy look, man. It gives you a puffy look. This one, you just have that just nasty, silly look in the mirror. I mean, your blood's pumping, you do feel it. It's just, that's not the star of the show. The star of the show is just that nasty freaking look that it gives you, man. You know, whereas glycerol, it gives you that watery kind of, it's like a cheaper feel. This is them expensive, them premium pumps, homie. them premium pumps, homie. This just has you looking freaking nasty, which makes you feel good, man, which makes you feel good. And because of that, you just want to do every rep slow because you know this is in your system, and you're just like, man, I want to activate it. So look, man, I've used this a few ways. I've used it on top. There's only so many pre-workouts you can stack this on because they don't have, at the full serving, I mean, you could stack this on a ton of stuff at the half scoop. I'm not monkeying around with that. I'm pulling this out for the full serving. So like, let's say you have a nootropic formula that's a powder. That would be good to stack it on. Let's say you have a fat burner that's a powder. That would be good to stack it on. Let's say you have a pre-workout like, I know Apollon makes one. What is it? Does Lion's Heart? I forget which one has no pumps in it. I got to look it up again. But you could stack it on that. But there's like I used it this morning on VMI Sports KXR. It's just a stim blend, no pumps. Or like Dark Labz Flame 1, no pumps. You could stack this on. What up? Hey, man, I just want to demonstrate these Bloodsport pumps for you, man. You know, when I got this vein at the top of my head, you know things are getting a little crazy, man. Hey, man, this pump give you freaking harder than Japanese arithmetic, homie. Too dang hard for you. These ain't Whoopies pumps, man. You know why I call them Whoopies pumps? You know, some of them glycerol pumps, man. I call it Whoopie pump. Because, you know, it's like Whoopie. It's that kind of bloated, watery, soft pump, man. You know, these ain't Jimmy Kimmel's pumps, homie. These are real strong. Look at this, man. These are the kind of pumps. These are the kind of pumps I like, man. Nice, dry pump that doesn't have you compromising your tight look, man. You'll be showtime. You'll be like, hey, man, this pump right here, super dry. Not that kind of pump you really feel, like that mind-muscle connection glycerol pump. Where this is the look pump, where you look nasty, homie. Nasty as can be. You're in the mirror like, man, I'm ready to walk up on freaking stage, homie. I'll smoke the dang competition, man. Why haven't I competed yet, man? This is that kind of pump. Freaking nasty vascular striations, homie. Hey, man, look at that, man. Striations. You know, the vascularity up the wazoo goes all across the dang chest, the arms. This is nice right here, man. Still feeling tight as heck. So, like, there's a lot of cool stuff where this will freaking fill in the gaps and just make it the sickest freaking pump formula, man. And the other thing I'll say, which I did with this, which I never did with V1, I don't think, since it's unflavored, dude, you could throw a scoop of this in your freaking flavored EAA formulas and sip it during your training. Dude, it does not take many sips for this to start activating. I swear to you, man. Like, I was like a third through my workout, man. I had only sipped a few times, and I was like, man, I freaking already see the vascularity. So it's like, if I'm training in the afternoon non-stim, which I do a lot, I wouldn't really grab this just because it's unflavored, and I like more of the full pre-workout experience, like an Alpha Lion Superhuman Pump or a Hooligan Bare Knuckle, or a, you know, like a ASC Sicario, something that, like the full non-stim experience. This, to me, is just like the best stackable you can get. You know, there's like this top three. As far as stackables, there's like this, the Performance Labz Vasomax, and my, what's the other one? The FSU by, you know, Inspired. Those are like my top three stackable pump formulas. I'm just giving you the cheat codes, homie. So it's just so fun to use, man. It's just like, just take a scoop, man. Throw that boy on. Throw a heaping scoop on. Whatever the heck you have that's lacking pumps, and you're just feeling good, man. And you know the other thing about this, the last thing I'll say, I know this is a long review talking about some dang pumps. It's freaking consistent. Every time I use this, man, the Bloodsport 1 and the few times I've used Bloodsport 2, it's always I always get that nasty, dry, vascular look across my chest, and I get that vein popping across my bald head. That's why I like it, man. It always hits consistent with the Bloodsport, so I'm happy about that. Not every pump formula is that consistent. I don't want to talk junk. You know what? I'm going to end the review right there before I get an ugly tongue, homie. God bless all of you. I'll link below where to get it with the discount code. It's just fun to use, homie. It's just a freaking good time, and it just has you freaking feeling good, man. Just feeling good about yourself. God bless all of you. Together, let's get this dang muscle.